Today, I'm going to discuss three things out of what it is I know my normal understand. What it is, what it ain't, it's your boy Carlton, the real one, not the one from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but the real one with another segment of Anything, Everything, where I talk about anything I want and everything that comes to my mind. Today, we're going to be discussing why you have no excuse to not be successful and you are an American citizen. When I went through all the difficulties when I first opened up my first company of opening up a bank account and everything that came along with it, that's when I realized just how privileged Americans are and they don't even know it. First of all, if you're an American citizen, you actually have the opportunity to go to college for free. I graduated with a 3.5 GPA and every scholarship I qualified for. Guess what was one requirement I didn't meet? Must be a US citizen. And it really wasn't even that hard to get a 3.5 GPA. It really isn't. School is not that hard as people try to crack it out to be. It's not. Everybody's just filled up with excuses and everybody has a sob story as to why they can't go to school and get good grades. Trust me, a lot of these kids was going to school every day and not doing anything. Now, without having to say too much, I'm going to tell you why a lot of American citizens aren't successful, and I'm going to tell you what you can do to get rid of those bad habits to help you start doing things successful people do. Number one, they're lazy. Well, y'all lazy. I've never personally heard an American say, oh, the immigrants are coming here to take over our jobs. But obviously, you've heard that saying before. Number one, the immigrants that come here cannot even work the jobs you guys can work because they do not have any valid immigration status to get a license, to get all the proper documents they need to work a regular 9 to 5. Number two, you don't seek. The Bible says, seek and you shall find. And that's not only just a Christian perspective, that's not only a biblical saying, but that is reality. You will not find something that you are not looking for. A lot of people aren't looking to grow their knowledge. A lot of people aren't looking into books. A lot of people aren't looking into videos to learn how to grow their knowledge, grow their wisdom, and grow in any way that they can so they can attain what they're trying to attain. Number three, you're full of excuses. I tell my wife this all the time. Stop focusing on the problem and focus on the solution. Everybody wants to talk about the problem. Sooner or later, you're going to have to move on if you want to get that problem solved. So stop making excuses as to why you're in a predicament and what's stopping you from beating that predicament, and really start to think of a solution to get out of that predicament. Everybody and their mama have a sob story. But guess what? When you get into the real world, nobody cares about it. Everybody has an excuse, whether it's growing up poor, whether it's systemic racism. And me personally, I'm a big history buff. Right? I love studying history. I love looking into how things came to be. I've understood how systemic racism has played a role to black and other minorities that's disadvantaged. Now, when I would say coming out of high school in 2017, I didn't see it like that. I didn't see myself as a victim in that day and age. I did not see that there was a system of racism stopping me from getting done what I wanted to get done. And that brings me to the last reason, your mindset. I see everybody have this victim mentality, or everybody just have a very toxic mentality in their perception on how the world works and how business works and how success works. And that's why no matter how much knowledge you consume, if your mentality doesn't change, if the way you look at things doesn't change, you will be stagnant. You will not move. Stop being this woe is me, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm telling you, nobody cares. Nobody is going to give you a hand just because you said a sad story and now they should feel bad for you. Nobody's going to give you pity. Nobody's going to give you sympathy. Nobody cares. Stop with the sob stories. Stop with the excuses and find out a solution. Now, that rut you're currently stuck in, I'm going to give you 5 keys to get out of that rut and begin the path of success. Number one, have goals. What is it that you're trying to do? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is your passion? What do you like? Where is the money? Have goals. Set your eyes on something, write it down, and work towards it. Number two, don't be a quitter. I tell all the young men that I mentor this, you cannot be a quitter. Quitters never prosper. There's a difference between quitting and failing. Everybody will fail. There will come to a point in time in your life you will fail, and that's just life. But you have the ability to not be a quitter. When you start something, you finish it. You see it all the way through. Number 3, always keep seeking. Nobody gets to a point of their life where they just know too much, where they don't have to learn anymore. No, find something and learn it. Whether it's a trade, whether it's a skill, whether it's a business, whatever it is, keep seeking, keep learning, keep reading, keep growing. Number 4, hang around like-minded individuals. Stop telling me you want to be successful, but you're on Call of Duty all day playing around with a whole bunch of different bums. No, you do not want to be successful. You just want things to be handed to you. And number 5, last but not least, you have to reprogram your mind when it comes to the way you think about success, the way you think about money, the way you think, period. Stop having this false perception that success comes overnight. Just because you see a whole bunch of people on social media flashing money, saying this is how much they made from doing this and that, it does not work like that. A lot of these people that is now successful, they've had to put years behind their work, years behind their craft before they was even able to reap fruits from their labor the first time. So you have to understand, success does not come overnight. This is something that you have to constantly work at. This is something that you have to constantly seek. This is something that you constantly have to keep your focus on if you want to make it. Now, with that being said, since you heard that, if you're an American citizen, you have no excuse why you will not be successful. Literally none. There are too much resources out here. We have technology, so obviously you have YouTube and Google and everything else that you can use. But again, there is way too many resources out here for people to be lacking, for people to be without, for people to be paying their bills, and once they pay their bills, they don't have anything left over. Trust me, guys, there's a lot of money out here. And guess what? They're just printing it every single day, and you have to find out how you're going to get a piece of that money that they're printing. I know it was a lot of hard truths to swallow, but it had to be said. We cannot continue to let people stay in constant limbo of their life, of not taking it serious, of continuously victim blaming and feeling like they deserve something. And honestly, the world does not work like that. So I have to break it to you. So hopefully you take heed. If you don't take heed, you'll be in the same position that you are now. 10, 20 years from now, maybe you'll change. I don't know. Please make sure you like and subscribe this video, because I keep telling you guys, I'm trying to get rich like Mr. Beast. Yes, I want that YouTube money. I need it. So yes, do me a favor. Please subscribe. Help a brother out. You help me out, I help you out. Come on, man. This could be a symbiotic relationship, and we both benefit. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.